In the 1880s, farmers on the Rush Creek discovered zinc. By the 1890s, a mining boom was well underway. Mining in the area was at its peak during World War I, when its population reached an estimated 5,000. The demand for zinc dropped after the war, and eventually all mines shut down. Miners, shovelers, hoistermen, drillmen, powdermen, and water boys worked 9 to 10-hour days. They earned 19 to 35 cents per hour. We're at the historic ghost town of Rush, and there are a few buildings that have been preserved here, and they're really interesting, but not as interesting as what we're going to see. And we're really ultralight on this trip. Now to actually see how much our packs weigh, I've got a scale. This will tell the honest truth.
We're gonna pack them up. Do mine first.
Yep, do Jessica.
Okay, Lisa.
No, Jessica.
Get the women straight, Ken.
No,
We're not redoing it.
Jessica. Jessica, your pack weighs 18 pounds.
Okay.
That's not bad at all.
No.
Now's Lisa.
Yeah.
Now's Lisa. Your pack weighs 16 pounds. Excellent. Now these packs include food, water, everything. So
Clothes, hammocks.
everything.
Yeah, tarps.
Okay, let's see yours. Billy Joe. That's 22 pounds.
That's pretty good.
That even includes your water.
It does.
Okay, who's next?
You wanna? We'll do let's do Sheba's.
Sheba's. Oh,
Sheba's pack. Yeah.
I think Sheba's going to be ultralight, but we have to do it as a percentage of body weight. 1.5 pounds.
1.5 pounds.
1.5 pounds for Sheba.
Ken's.
Okay, now I might add before I do this, this is ultralight if you consider this has a bunch of gear in it for photography, extra batteries for the photography that you get to see, and we're going to be doing some rubbings on the gravestones. And so I've got charcoal, I've got all sorts of stuff. So don't laugh, guys. It's 27 pounds. It's a lot lighter than what I used to carry, which was 45.
Yeah, get mine, Bob, since I'm filming.
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Okay, Caveman. We're
You
gonna
can't
see.
have all the fun.
Oh, 36 pounds.
There we go. That's my normal 35, around 35.
Yeah, it's a little over 35. You gotta drink a little of that
36.
water. Now you got water in there too.
Yeah,
so.
there's water, tent, all
Okay,
kinds of
let's
stuff in there.
Oh, all right. Oh, let's see. Oh,
Now, Bob going to get the winner.
I'm good. I'm gonna win.
Well, you're going to weigh it yourself.
Ready? You gotta call it off though.
Okay, I'll read it. 38 pounds.
40 pounder. Now,
Plus, that's also, that's not counting
Hang on,
this
hang on.
gear I have
Why
on.
do you have such a-
And my
I'm
camera
carrying all the
bag.
food and everything for Jessica.
No. You're just saying that. I saw Jessica's pack.
I'm carrying all the food and the extra tenants, the tents and all that stuff.
Okay. Well, let's go look at these buildings a little more
Before we take off. Okay.
before we take off.
All right, let's do that.
These buildings are interesting. Well, I think they've been slightly reconstructed. They're protected and they look a little too perfect. Can you imagine what it must have been like to live in buildings like this? This was home. Okay, what's interesting here is behind this cable is where there were houses and all sorts of interesting things. I think last year this was an actual fence when we saw it. You were caught by a wasp. Your camera shut down?
Yeah.
Well, maybe something's being told that we're going into a place.
See no eagle cross over the.
Well, I don't know if you heard this morning, but I had apparitions just before bedtime. Of probably a half a dozen, like 7 or 8, just back-to-back flashes.
This ought to be an interesting evening.
It could be. Anyway, the venture's just begun.
Yes, it is.
You know, we've crossed the gate there.
We did cross the gate.
And there are foundations here to buildings where people lived a few years ago. And we're going to be visiting their cemetery. We hope we get there.
We'll get there. I hope we get back.
Getting there is not the problem.
Wait up, guys. My camera froze and I had to restart it.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Ken's camera just froze.
And I had to restart it. Yeah.
So far we've had your camera freeze up, Billy.
Billy's camera froze up.
Ken's camera's froze up, and my GPS just lost signal, and Caveman got bit by an angry bee.
It's a good start.
And we're going to a cemetery.
And I can still see the cable.
Not good. And this second creek right here is where it's at.
Well,
And we're right here, so we'd have to cross that, but we're not by the main body of water.
I had the map from the Forest Service, and it says we need to cross that creek and then continue walking that way down to the Buffalo River, and then there's a trail down near the Buffalo River.
Well, we got enough maps. Surely we won't lose them all.
I can power up the GPS.
You know, I think the GPS stopped working, didn't it?
This one did, but my other one didn't.
You know, the Forest Service told me that GPSs are unreliable in this area.
My GPS won't get signal either. My
They're unreliable because the metals or something else is happening.
I remember that. Yeah. Okay.
So I think we need to go that way.
Well, works for me.
Let's go across the creek. You know, my shoes are waterproof up to 6 inches, so.
Not long.
Sheba's waterproof. Yeah, that is a trail marker, but you know it gets rough across here. And so we go 1 mile along the Buffalo. It's just on the other side of the next creek. She said there'll be a lot of down trees.
Well, we're not the only ones who've been here. Somebody's been this way.
Humanoid?
Carrying a pack in your hand reminds me of basic training. Because I did it in South Carolina and it was nothing but sand.
Go ahead, guys. The ranger lady said it was okay to clear the trail. She expected us to. Okay, we're now crossing what we believe is Clabber Creek on the road. There may have been a bridge over here that fell. We're not sure about that. But anyway, we're going this way. It should work pretty well.
It looks like it's the direction of the old road for sure. Yeah.
And we know we have a good water source.
Yeah, at least if we're not too far from our destination and we're close to water.
Who's going to ask for permission first to go in there?
Cabin Creek Cemetery.
Well, if I don't get invited in, I'll catch on fire and burn.
Well, I'm going to go in.
No, you got to ask permission first.
Ask the spirits for permission.
Yeah, I'm not even playing, man. Hang on.
I respectfully request permission to go into the cemetery.
If you do not want us to go into the cemetery, please show us a sign and we will leave.
The whole thing.
Yeah, we're not here to cause any damage or disruption to anything here.
I don't think they have a problem
tree.
with it. They let Sheba in.
She said it's all good.
I don't see any trees falling.
Well,
Nope.
I think we have permission. I'm entering.
I can't tell if this is the end of the road or if the main.
There's one there.
A lot of different markers all around us. Most of them are all hand carved. There's one right there in front of that tree.
You've seen it too. You've seen it from that.
There's a name on that one, Ken. (1905). Died 1905. Born 1850.
Sarah Jane Patterson Martin,
This is
wife
D. Patterson.
of James H. Martin, September 1879 to January 1905.
This one was 1850 to 1905. Patterson.
Okay, we're going to walk a little further and see what's around here. There should be a school somewhere nearby. There may even be a church. I would sleep, where I typically would sleep would be out in a place a couple feet outside of it.
We're going to go down that way a ways.
Okay, we've decided to set up camp here. It's a flat area next to the cemetery. It looks like the trees are rather young here with older ones around the edges. This could have been the site of the building or school that was talked about. So I'm going to see if I can hang between this tree here and that one over there. And here's some of my photography gear, more photography gear. Those are the art supplies I was carrying for the rubbings. This is the awesome hammock that Billy Joe made me. And look at this. I have a special light here on it. And it's green so that I'm not too visible in here. Now, Caveman's over here. So what's happening, bud?
Oh, not much. Just getting camp set up. Or it's done, actually.
You have a Kelty.
Yeah, it's a Kelty Solita 2.
You know, it didn't look very big when it was in your pack.
No, it packs down pretty small. And I don't remember what year, but it was the Backpacker Magazine 10 of the year one year, 4 or 5 years ago. I don't remember.
I've seen other people use that, and they really like it.
Oh, yeah, they're easy to set up. It's nice.
Well, let's see what's happening over here. Hey, Mr. Bob.
How you doing?
So you have a tarp here.
Yep, Jessica's going to be sleeping in the tent, and I'm just going to sleep under the tarp.
Under the tarp on that mat?
Yeah.
Do you have anything over you?
No. I'm just going to sleep on the ground.
Well, you know, a rat might come visit.
You're not even being funny, Ken. We talked about this earlier about the whole rat situation.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
You're not even funny.
Okay, ladies.
Hello.
Hey. Hi. Where are you all sleeping?
I'm in the red hammock over there.
In the red hammock.
Yes.
And
I am
Jessica?
going to be alone in here.
alone.
Alone.
Yeah, that is not a two-person tent.
No.
It is a two-person tent.
I had a tent like that.
On my tent.
I know. It's a good tent. And I see you've got some Reflectex you're sitting on here. That'll
It's
keep,
about a sheet of something.
keep warm. Well, let's go see over here. Now this is your hammock.
Yep.
That looks just like mine.
I modeled yours off of that one. Sure did. And Lisa's as well.
And
Yours is about a foot longer than mine. And Lisa's about a foot shorter than mine. So that's about 8.5, 9.5, 10.5. So
it's cool. You know, it's a really comfortable hammock. I look forward now that it's cooler weather that I can use it.
yep.
So, the GoPro's set up facing southeast. It should be somewhere right about up there is what I'll be looking at. And down below where the GoPro is, the gravestones from the 1800s. This one, as an example, Cynthia Jane LaFoon, January 15, 1874 to 1940. It's beginning to get dark now, and you can see I have my little night lights on, and so does everybody else. We all do the same thing. Wow, they look interesting. You've got white ones, Billy Joe. And Lisa had purple ones.
I told you.
You don't have the ghost ones up. And look at this. Bob has lights too.
Yeah. We're going to have a
Man.
little festival here in a little bit.
We're going to have a party tonight.
Somebody's going to pull over on canoes down there in the water and think they've run across the hostel.
My pant leaked like 4 times today.
Man, this is looking pretty out here though.
That's why I went.
Well guys, it's time to go to sleep. So see you in the morning. Sweet dreams.
No animal can come around all that
It
crowd.
wakes because I'm not used to doing it, you know.
It's over there.
See something on this side. A little burst down there of some sort.
(1808) September to March. Is that 6? 1888. Is that 7 years? September 8th, 1861 to March 6, 1888.
Infant of
Oh.
TM and MA LaFoon.
Well, we want to make sure to get rubbings of them too. This is so interesting.
Yeah, the headstone to your right over here that you done a minute ago is Mary Arminda Laffoon, an infant in the same grave of T.M. and M.A., which was Mary Arminda Laffoon. She died giving birth, apparently. And then on the grave you're doing now was her husband, Thomas M. Laffoon.
And he died in 1933.
Yeah. Her and the baby died on March 6, 1883.
Childbirth was difficult then.
So this one says Sarah Jane Patterson Martin. And then it says September 5th, 1879 through January 22nd. And then it's 1905. So this is where she lays.
This is cool, yeah.
It's very cool. You did good. I'm glad we found it.
Nobody home?
Oh, I got a picture.
Mother. That's mother and father.
Yep.
Gone but not forgotten.
Guys, we're getting these headstones set back up for them.
The smaller they are, the more cool. Really? Yeah.
Ken's been doing some rubbings. I'll try to get some pictures of those in a little bit.
What's this one?
What's it say at the top?
Father.
Father and mother.
Never mind.
You got it?
Oh, yeah.
I was like 40 to 60, 20 years old. No,
Being a little
40
smart
to
about
60.
Yeah, that's good.
You good? Is there any more we need to lift? That's all I seen down.
I think that was all the ones that were like that.
All right, guys, we got camp all cleaned up. This is where my tent was. Fire pit. You can't see anything from where we were. We left no trace whatsoever of having been here. And I think we're going to stop at the cemetery one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then we're going to make our way back to camp.
It was a fun adventure.
So yeah, it has been great.
Yeah, we've had a blast.
It's not over yet.
Nope.
No, it's not over till
We
it's
gotta
done.
make it back, don't we?
Yep.
What's that? Sheba.
That's twice she's got you.
Man.
Is Sheba scaring you, Ken?
Yeah. Well, let's
Hit the
go.
trail, Sheba. You ready?
I think Sheba likes you because when you were gone, she would just sit and stare that direction.
Yeah, yeah,
Looking for you guys.
yeah.
Well, of course, we did get permission to come here. We had talked to one of the ranger ladies that actually showed us how to get here. So we wasn't counting on Bob's map the whole way. Sorry, Bob. That's all right. So we did find some ground purchase tools that was left here as well. An old rake laying on the ground and an old set of clippers that we managed to hang back up for him. And of course, we didn't really clean the grounds up other than moving a couple big logs. And we set up a few headstones that didn't look like they were naturally fell over. So we thought we'd take care of that, and hopefully some of the families will appreciate that, and the rangers as well.
Well, shall we head on down the trail?
I'm ready. Now you do have the map, right, Bob?
We used
Really?
it for the campfire last night.
Yeah.
Oh, crud, man. Seriously?
We burned
Again?
You know,
You got
guys,
your backup map, right?
It's right
I
here.
always carry my own map.
Well, let's go. At least it's mostly downhill.
It's uphill. It was downhill getting here.
Oh, okay.
This place is fantastic. You should visit it sometime. This is just the best ever. Well, guys, until next time, peace.